do with that opportunity?
I think it's good to give them the responsibility. I mean, Maryland has some pacey players, and we had to find goals. We had to figure it out. And obviously we have some really good stabilizing pieces that need help and depth. And I was impressed with how Angelo, Lilley, and Mark kind of managed the game. It wasn't always pretty, but they battled. They got through 90. Luis had some good moments. I thought we created some good sequences offensively. I would like to create a little bit more. A few times if we just get a hold of the ball and connect the next pass, I think we could have created more. We defended hard. I mean, they worked hard. Not all of them have played 90. Very few of them out there have played even 90 yet. So the fact that they were able to do it, and even at 2-0 with 10 minutes to go, game's not over. If they give up a goal and goes on them a little bit at the end, hey, we didn't shut the door. We still were getting in behind us, and we'd like to see us close the game out a little bit better the last 10 or 15 and get either a third or limit their dangerous moments in our box. But they will grow from this. We talked about, look, I don't want to split it, and it's a game that I hope I can calculate that you guys have to be responsible. We got to be able to rotate squad. And you guys need to be able to step up. And you can't just step up when you got all the regulars next to you. Sometimes there's going to be a lot of key guys injured, and we're going to need more guys to step up. So here's your chance. And I thought overall it was what we needed on the night, and I think they battled hard, and we got the result. It wasn't perfect performance, but it was a good one under the circumstances, and these games are never easy. So for me, just to get it behind us, and then we'll see who we play the next round. We'll decide what we want to do when we get closer. But it does help that we know we're going into Tulsa with some of our key pieces rested, because I think that should be a really tough game this weekend in Tulsa.
Bob, you talked about these games are never easy. How much did you know about Maryland coming into this match? And
I mean, we got video. We started looking at it last week, and Vis did some research. We got some video, and I watched some of the games where we had a clue. We knew the personnel. We talked about it. We knew Espinal was going to be a problem on the left. 23, to me, he's their best player. We knew Ammo with his pace. He came on at halftime. Nothing was a surprise per se. It's hard watching tape. They came off a 6-1 win. You're trying to gauge, okay, can the group we're putting out there handle this moment, because they have some experienced guys, they have some quality guys that have played in our league or overseas, or keepers in the national team, keeper for Ghana. They had personnel, and they had some athletes, and even Rodriguez in the middle of the field for them is a good passer. You could see some of the moments they were able to produce. And I think Mikel and Arturo did a good job covering each other. Obviously, we went to 5 at the end, but to play a back 4 and deal with that pretty well during the course of the game, I thought was a good sign that we could do that. And, Toby's a defender, so he was the only one kind of completely. Maybe I should play guys out of position more often. Right.
So unbeaten in 5 games in all comps. How important was it playing a team from a lower division, midweek comp, rain coming down, to keep that mentality going to kind of push on for bigger things?
Yeah, we want to see if we can progress, but we want to build depth, and we want to keep growing. We've had changes each game, but this was by far the most. People came out, listen, you don't want to get in the habit of showing up to win the game regardless of who's in the lineup. So that's what I liked about the guys. They knew they had a job to do, and mission accomplished. So that's the biggest takeaway is, look, we asked them to step up, take care of this game, and they did. So that's important to their psyche as well.
You mentioned the defender. What did he show you that said that you could play him out?
Well, he's a good crosser of the ball. I mean, he's got a really good right foot. He's a good crosser. He'll run forward. He's a wing back. We just weren't playing in a wing back system. So a wing back at times is getting higher on the right. He's usually on the right. Preseason, he played someone. Like, we know he can do it. We kind of switched him over to the left at one point we took Wyatt out of the middle because, you know, I just think we needed to get Luis back into the middle of the field a little bit more refined. And we wanted Wyatt to be in his most natural position, which was maybe on the right. So when we rejuggled, it was, all right, go to the left, Toby. I figured I could help, you know, even some of the issues with Wyatt and Jesse on the right, especially in the first half. So he does a good job. I mean, he's a hard-nosed kid. Cross comes in. He knows to get in the box. He's in motion. He's able to get inside of the guy. Has a good finish. He's pretty quickly. So it doesn't surprise me that two clean looks that he was going to hit the frame. And the second one, I would have bet if they had a pause, I would have bet that he'd finish that. You know, because he knows how to whip a ball, bend a ball, and he had enough time to pick his head up. And I knew where we had a good look from behind, he's gonna hope hit the right hand corner. He made it look easy. So it's a big day for him. Yeah. You know, and I'm happy it worked out.
Heading into your next schedule of matches, the performances out there tonight, do they make things more interesting in terms of competition for spots, or you just guys have roles that are defined? How's that?
No, I mean, listen, it's the more experience they gain and the more consistent they are with this game or games they come off the bench, they're going to push. I expect us to introduce different guys to the lineup for a while still. You know, I don't know. It's not an all-year thing, but we haven't seen the best of a lot of these guys yet. You didn't see the best of them tonight, but some of the guys in the lineup are mostly haven't got to their top levels either. So, you know, how guys perform this week in Tulsa may affect what we're doing with the lineup against Las Vegas the following week. But I can tell you, Tulsa and Las Vegas can score goals, and they're going to be on the road. And both of them at home have high-end attacking pieces, and they can hit you with pace, precision. And so, I mean, our next league games are incredibly difficult. And you after that, there's some tough ones. There's some big ones coming up. But, you know, I think getting these guys tonight, if we need them this weekend or even for the Las Vegas game, they're gonna have a little bit more experience, a little bit more confidence. And there are a lot of guys that played tonight have already started or played significantly. There's plenty of guys tonight that it's not like it was all their first game. I think the only person that was their first minutes was Jesse and Jamal.
Yeah.
And then William, has he played yet?
He played in Detroit.
Oh, right. Okay. There. Yeah, just two. But, you know, it was good to get William and Ing and Wyatt those extra minutes. And they had moments, you know, it's just refining the ball. They're both fast. They're both strong. Sometimes their brain's working a little too fast. They just need to get a hold of the ball and use their big frames to get a hold of the ball and then find the pass or assess. You know, I think sometimes they're trying to get behind before they've secured the ball. And, you know, that's hopefully we'll keep working on that. But look, I'm a big stickler for attackers to hold on to possession. So Dequan Good.
All right, good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks,
Sure
Bob.
Toby will be up shortly.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are just